Ladies and gentlemen, we stand today at the crossroads of history, a moment unlike any other. Around us, the world as we know it is shifting, shaking, and collapsing. This isn't just another crisis. It is a profound collapse that will change us not only today or tomorrow, but generationally. It's happening right now, and you are the chosen ones to face it, to rise through it, and to lead the change that the world so desperately needs. You are not here by accident. In this very moment, you stand at the center of a profound calling that goes beyond coincidence or chance. The challenges you face are not random obstacles, but part of a greater purpose, a purpose that has chosen you specifically to rise and lead. There is a force greater than circumstance guiding your path, selecting you as the one who will bear the weight of transformation. You are the chosen one, not because you sought it out, but because the times demand it. You carry a responsibility that is both daunting and empowering. Being chosen means that you have within you something unique and powerful, a spark of strength, resilience, and vision that the world desperately needs. It means you are not to be a bystander or a victim to the collapse happening around you, but an active participant in shaping what comes next. The chosen one is not perfect. No, they are tested, refined, and tempered by the very fires of adversity. The struggles you face are not punishments, but the necessary trials that awaken the greatness within. They prepare you to stand firm when everything else falls. This moment is a call to awaken your deepest potential. You are being called to rise above fear, doubt, and uncertainty. The world may seem like it's crumbling, but within that chaos lies an opportunity to define your legacy. Being chosen means you are entrusted with a mission to be a beacon of hope and strength for those around you. Your actions, your choices, and your courage will inspire others to follow. You will become a pillar of change, a source of guidance when the path seems dark. Understand this. The times you live in are shaping you, molding you into a leader who can handle what previous generations could not. The pressure you feel is proof that you are being prepared for something far greater than yourself. You are chosen because you have the capacity to endure, to adapt, and to rebuild. This is not a burden, it is an honor. To be chosen means to be entrusted with the future, your own future, and the future of those who will come after you. Do not underestimate the power within you. The collapse around you may shake foundations, but it cannot shake the spirit of the chosen one. Your faith in yourself and your purpose will be the anchor that holds steady through the storm. Rise up with confidence, knowing that your existence at this time is intentional. You are here to lead, to fight, to inspire, and to transform. So stand tall, chosen one. Embrace the responsibility that comes with being selected by history and circumstance to be the change. Your generation's story will be written by the courage you display today. The world is watching, waiting, and depending on you. You are the chosen one, and this moment is yours to claim. The collapse we are witnessing is not just a series of isolated events, it is a seismic shift that is breaking down the very foundations we once believed to be unshakable. It's a collapse of systems, values, and structures that have governed our lives for generations. Economies are faltering, governments are strained, communities are fractured, and the social fabric that once held us together is being tested like never before. This collapse is real, it is deep, and it is undeniable, but it is not a sign of failure. It is a sign of transformation. When something collapses, it means that what existed before could no longer sustain itself. The old ways, the outdated models, and the broken systems have reached their limit. This collapse is necessary. It is the breaking down of what no longer serves us, so that something new can be born. It is a clearing away of the debris, a dismantling of false securities, and a wake-up call to recognize that change is inevitable and overdue. It shakes us out of complacency, forcing us to see reality without illusion and to confront truths we might have avoided. Collapse is uncomfortable, painful, and even frightening, but it is also fertile ground for growth. Just as a forest fire clears dead wood and allows fresh growth to sprout, this collapse is clearing the way for new ideas, new values, and new leadership. The structures that fail are often those built on greed, corruption, or denial. When they fall, it is an opportunity, an opening for honesty, integrity, and innovation to rise in their place. It's a chance for a fresh start, a rebirth that can bring healing and strength. This collapse will affect every part of life, our economies, our communities, our personal lives. It will challenge our assumptions about security, success, and stability, but it also calls us to rethink what truly matters: connection, resilience, courage, and vision. It reminds us that no matter how powerful systems seem, they are ultimately dependent on the people who sustain them. When those systems fail, it is the people who must step up to rebuild, restore, and reinvent. Collapse is not the end of the story. It is the turning point. It is the moment when old patterns die so new ones can emerge. It is the moment that will define this generation not by what was lost, but by what is created in the aftermath. You are part of this moment. The collapse happening around you is a challenge, yes, but also an invitation to be part of the solution, to lead the way forward. In the face of collapse, you have a choice: to succumb to fear and despair, or to rise with courage and hope. Remember, every collapse carries the seed of a new beginning. What falls apart today can become the foundation of a stronger, wiser, and more just tomorrow. This is your time to step into the breach, to embrace the collapse not as a curse, but as a necessary passage to a better future. So stand firm and unshaken. The collapse is happening, yes, but it is not the end. It is the beginning of transformation, and you are called to be its architects. The collapse that's unfolding right now isn't just a temporary crisis. It is a transformative event that will echo through the lives of generations to come. What happens in this moment will not only shape your life, but will alter the course of history for your children, your grandchildren, and beyond. This is a generational shift, a turning point so significant that its impact will ripple far into the future. Understanding this gives weight and urgency to your role. You are not just living through change, you are living through a legacy-defining moment. Every generation faces its own battles, but this collapse is unique because it dismantles the very foundations upon which previous generations built their hopes and security. The world your parents or grandparents knew is fading, and the world you inherit will be fundamentally different. This shift is both a challenge and an opportunity. It demands that you rethink what progress means and how to build something lasting amid uncertainty. Your actions, your resilience, and your vision will be the blueprints for the future your descendants inherit. Generational change means that the consequences of today's collapse will be felt long after the immediate crises have passed. Choices made now about leadership, values, and rebuilding will echo in the lives of many who have yet to be born. This puts immense responsibility on your shoulders. You are not just responding to present hardships, you are shaping the conditions that will either empower or burden future generations. Your willingness to rise, to innovate, and to rebuild with integrity will determine the kind of world they inherit. But generational change also means hope. It means that even if what came before has faltered or failed, there is room to create something new, something better. Every collapse clears the way for renewal, and you have the chance to be the architects of that renewal. What you build now can break cycles of despair, poverty, and injustice that may have plagued your family or community for decades. Your courage to embrace transformation becomes the foundation for generational healing and growth. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the weight of this responsibility, but remember, great change always begins with individuals who choose to act. You are part of a chain of legacy that links the past to the future. Your choices, your mindset, and your leadership will serve as a beacon for those who come after you. When you step up now, you empower not just yourself, but entire generations to believe in the possibility of renewal and progress. Generational change means rewriting the story, breaking from old patterns that no longer serve, and crafting a narrative of hope, resilience, and strength. This collapse is a moment of profound transition. It challenges you to think beyond immediate survival and to focus on creating a future where your descendants can thrive. That is your mission and your privilege. So as the collapse happens, rise with the awareness that your role is far greater than your own lifetime. You are a bridge between the past and the future. The legacy you build in this moment will change your generation and many that follow. Embrace this responsibility with courage, vision, and unwavering hope. The future depends on what you do now. The collapse is happening right now. This is not a distant threat or a problem for someone else to solve later. This is the moment, and it demands immediate action. Urgency is the heartbeat of this collapse, the driving force that calls each of us to wake up, rise up, and respond with everything we've got. Time is not on our side, and hesitation can cost more than we realize. The choices we make today will echo far beyond this moment. The window to act is open, but it won't stay open forever. Urgency is the fire that ignites transformation. When a system is collapsing, delay only allows the chaos to deepen. Waiting for perfect conditions or for others to lead is a luxury we no longer have. This collapse is a call to move now, to take decisive steps even in uncertainty. Every second spent in doubt or complacency is a second lost in the fight to rebuild what matters. The urgency you feel is a sign that you are alive to the reality around you, that you understand the stakes, and that you are prepared to face them head on. This urgency is not meant to cause panic, but to awaken focus and determination. It strips away distractions and forces clarity of purpose. When the old structures crumble, indecision can be deadly. The time for talk has passed. Now is the time for action. Urgency compels you to prioritize what truly matters: your values, your community, your future. It demands that you reject complacency and mediocrity and rise to the challenge with boldness and courage. Urgency also means embracing responsibility. This collapse cannot be fixed by waiting for others. It is calling you personally to step forward, to lead, to innovate, and to create solutions where none seem apparent. The future is not a distant event. It is shaped by the actions you take right now. Every choice to act with intention, resilience, and courage chips away at the collapse and lays the foundation for renewal. Moreover, urgency is a powerful motivator for growth. When you recognize that the moment is critical, you are forced to shed limiting beliefs and old patterns that hold you back. It calls you out of comfort zones and into a space of creativity and bold decision-making. Urgency is the energy that drives change. Without it, the momentum needed to overcome the collapse stalls. It fuels the kind of leadership and resilience that this time demands. But with urgency comes clarity. You don't have to carry this burden alone. Urgency pushes us to come together, to build alliances, and to find strength in unity. In this moment, collaboration becomes survival, and shared vision becomes a beacon of hope. So hear this: the collapse is happening. The urgency is real. The time to rise is now. Delay no longer serves you or your generation. Step into this moment with fierce determination and unwavering focus. Your immediate response will shape not only your future, but the future of generations yet unborn. The clock is ticking. Will you answer the call? Though collapse often brings fear and uncertainty, it also carries within it the greatest opportunity for transformation. When the old structures crumble, it is not simply destruction. It is the clearing of space for something new and better to emerge. This moment, difficult as it may be, is fertile ground for growth, innovation, and rebirth. Every collapse contains the seeds of transformation, and it is up to you to recognize and nurture them. Transformation opportunity means seeing beyond the surface chaos to the hidden potential beneath. When systems fail, when old ways no longer work, the world demands fresh ideas and new leadership. This is a call to create rather than just survive, to innovate rather than just react. It is a chance to rewrite the rules and build foundations that are stronger, fairer, and more resilient. You are not just witnesses to collapse, you are active participants in shaping a new reality. This opportunity requires courage and vision. It asks you to embrace uncertainty, to let go of comfort and familiarity, and to step boldly into unknown territory. Transformation is never easy. It challenges everything you once thought you knew, but it is through this challenge that true growth happens. It forces you to dig deeper, to discover strengths you didn't know you had, and to cultivate resilience that can withstand future storms. At the heart of transformation is a mindset shift, from scarcity to abundance, from fear to hope, from resignation to action. Instead of seeing collapse as an end, you begin to see it as a necessary passage, a purging of what no longer serves, so that something greater can rise. This shift changes how you respond to adversity, turning obstacles into opportunities and setbacks into stepping stones. Transformation also means building with intention. This is a rare chance to not only recover, but to reimagine the world. What values will you build upon? What kind of communities will you create? How will you ensure that the mistakes of the past are not repeated? This is a generational task, a mission to leave a legacy of strength, justice, and hope. The choices you make today will echo far into the future, shaping the lives of those who come after you. Remember, transformation is a process, not a moment. It requires patience, persistence, and collaboration. You will face setbacks and opposition, but the opportunity lies in your ability to keep moving forward despite them. Each small victory, each act of courage, contributes to the larger change that this collapse makes possible. So embrace this collapse as the gateway to transformation. Look past the destruction to the possibilities that lie ahead. You have been chosen to lead this transformation, to be the architects of a new era. The opportunity to create something lasting and meaningful is here. Will you seize it? In the midst of collapse and uncertainty, one truth stands clear. With great challenges come great responsibility. You have been chosen not only to endure these times, but to lead through them. This responsibility is not a burden to carry alone. It is a call to rise, to inspire, and to guide others toward a future built on resilience and hope. Leadership in these moments is the difference between despair and revival, between fragmentation and unity. Responsibility means owning your role in the story that is unfolding. You cannot afford to wait for others to act or for conditions to become perfect. The world needs leaders who step forward now, who take initiative, and who refuse to be passive in the face of collapse. This leadership starts with personal accountability, taking charge of your mindset, your actions, and your influence. It means showing up with integrity, courage, and unwavering commitment, even when the path is unclear. Leadership in times of collapse requires vision. It means seeing beyond the immediate chaos to the possibility of a new and better reality. A leader understands that this moment is a crucible that will shape not just the present but generations to come. Your leadership will set the tone for how communities, families, and organizations respond to crisis. It is the light that guides others through the darkness and the anchor that holds steady when storms rage. But leadership is not about control or power. It is about service. True leaders serve those they lead. They listen, they empathize, and they build trust. They create spaces where others can rise as well. In this collapse, collaboration and unity are essential. No one can rebuild alone. Your responsibility includes bringing people together, fostering connection, and inspiring collective action. Together, you can build resilience that no one could achieve alone. This moment also demands boldness. Leadership is about making difficult decisions and standing firm in the face of opposition or doubt. It is about risking comfort and safety for the sake of something greater. The collapse will test your resolve, but every test is an opportunity to prove your strength and deepen your impact. Your courage will inspire others to find their own. Remember, the responsibility you carry is also an incredible privilege. To be chosen as a leader in such a pivotal time means you have been entrusted with shaping history. Your actions today will echo in the lives of countless others. This is your chance to leave a legacy, not just of survival, but of thriving, rebuilding, and transforming. So stand tall. Embrace the responsibility with humility and determination. Lead with heart, with vision, and with unwavering faith in the power of your generation. The collapse is happening, and the world needs you to rise. You are the chosen leader, the torchbearer of hope. Step forward boldly. Your leadership will change the course of history.